Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com. We're not number one, God is. We may not be the best, but our purpose is to lead you to the best. Jesus Christ. www.rapfestradio.com. Old school to new school. Classics to exclusives. Gospel, hip-hop music and videos. Live video interviews Monday nights at 8 p.m. Monday nights at 8 p.m. Watch. Learn. Love. Support. Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com. Rapfestradio.com. Rapfestradio.com.
When I rap, you know I have fun with it, but I really do it cause I'm kinda nice with it. Stereotypes rather have me just doing dishes, but the flow and the skills just prove different. God gifted, he all on it. Change the game and a song, I'm on it. No more judging, I disowned it. Makes the world look shallow, don't it? Hold it, it's a truth I'm grasping. Never seen a chick like me, I'm asking. Flashing signs when you see me passing. Hope you get these words I'm blasting. These female rappers rapping like they got no sense in them. I'm here to change it up a bit. I'm hoping I can strengthen them, hoping to put length in them, so more ladies will step on it and make a difference once and for all. Tired of us blending in, through it, not doing it. All the haters out there keep blowing it. See, I got more roles and a little bit of respect for myself, won't ruin it. Applaud this movement, what an improvement. How many more will stand up and start doing it? Gotta prepare for the challenges coming. We're one of a kind, we're proving it. Break out my shell, can you tell I'm hype? This a new day, gonna get it right. Everybody shout with all your might. We breaking stereotypes.
Breaking stereotypes. Breaking stereotypes.
I'm not my gender, my color, or my class.
Breaking stereotypes. We breaking stereotypes.
And get your mind right, daughter, get your mind right.
Breaking stereotypes. Breaking stereotypes.
I'm not my gender, my color, or my class.
Breaking stereotypes. We breaking stereotypes.
And get your mind right, homie, get your mind right.
Time to get my mind right. Wanna know what I don't like?
What's that?
Man, I feel like I've been stereotyped my whole life. Hit me so tight, chip on my shoulders, can you blame me? Tried every single way, through everything my way, but still couldn't break me. It's your fault. Then my will is so strong, I guess I should thank you, huh? Thank you. While I'm killing this song, feeling these emotions. Kill your preconceived notions. You have no idea of who you are approaching. Tat on my neck, cross on my chest, something that you probably didn't expect. Used to be cocky and so full of arrogance, thankful that my daddy keeps me in check. Next time you see someone, try and see the whole person. Don't be so close-minded, hope you find it so searching. Hey yo, me and Heesun, both coming through, breaking stereotypes. They ask me, who are you? I'm a Christian, I'm a father, I'm a son, oh, and I rap too.
Breaking stereotypes. Breaking stereotypes.
I'm not my gender, my color, or my class.
Breaking stereotypes. We breaking stereotypes.
And get your mind right, daughter, get your mind right.
Breaking stereotypes. Breaking stereotypes.
I'm not my gender, my color, or my class.
Breaking stereotypes. We breaking stereotypes.
And get your mind right, homie, get your mind right. See you looking at me crazy, about to say something shady. But you don't know the first thing about me. Really wanna know, just come and ask me. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a rapper, and I'm a Christian. Yeah, there's a whole new lifestyle in the making, and I'll make it, I'll mistake it. Got a face that'll break every stereotype, watch me take it. No stalling, better be prepared when the Lord start calling. Gotta put you all in, no half stepping, no redirecting. It's your place, better learn how to fall in. Yeah, read my bio, born in Korea, been quite a while. Now I got this rapping gig that Jesus called me for, he dialed on. Never backing down, I prove this, that an Asian girl won't lose this. See me rock on stages, write these pages, show the world I can do this. Yeah, and I'm OD and on this track, never see me step back. These facts coming through when I rap, never take no flack, don't take no naps, don't fade to black. See me on the map, everywhere I go, make a difference. Never gonna stop praying that I feel in the gaps, right.
Breaking stereotypes. Breaking stereotypes.
I'm not my gender, my color, or my class.
Breaking stereotypes. We breaking stereotypes.
your mind right. Daughter, get your mind right.
Breaking stereotypes, breaking stereotypes.
I'm not my gender, my color, or my class.
Breaking stereotypes, we breaking stereotypes.
And get your mind right, homie, get your mind right.
Yo, welcome everybody to Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. We are back on a Monday night here live with Heesun Lee in the building. You just finished checking out her video, Breaking Stereotypes, featuring Jin, from the latest CD that's available now on iTunes and markets everywhere. That's Heesun Lee, and you can follow her on Twitter at Heesun Lee. If you're just listening and not watching, it's at HeesunLee. Before we get into this interview, let's go to some quick announcements. Shout out to our sponsors, Grateful Apparel. As you can see, some Grateful Apparel. Thank you, Perimeno, for hooking me up with a hat. It means weight. Check him out. This guy from whatever his group is. I forget the name. Renewed. John, good looking out for the hat. Great promo. He'll never give me anything again. Sorry, I love you. I'll do it again another time. I'll do justice. But also, shout out to holyculture.net, where you can get this podcast later as well. Like I said before, Grateful Apparel, our major sponsor. Make sure you check them out. Buy everything they have on the site. That's great. Shout out to PureStream.tv, providing a stream here so that you don't have to watch any commercials. You're stuck with us for the whole hour. And also shout out to bxrecords.com, that also hosts the audio of this show. Yes. If you're listening to us on bxrecords.com, hit us up on Twitter at Rapfest Radio. Anything you want to talk to us about tonight, just hit us up on Twitter at Rapfest Radio, and you can ask the questions there. Heesun Lee's in the building. Welcome, dear.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good. Excited to be here with you again.
Amen.
It's been like a couple years now?
It's been a while. I know last time you came, you didn't have anything going on.
That's right.
You know, we were just chatting. Because y'all hear me say it all the time. Heesun Lee, my favorite rapper. I love this girl. I mean, she does incredible stuff. She's just a great person overall. She's agreeing, like, yep, that's right. I am. As a matter of fact, I am. But now, wow, it's been... Your album came out in January, Breaking Stereotypes, and it's been a hit.
Yeah.
You know, so we definitely want to talk about that, but I'll let you do your own official introduction for anyone who's probably hearing you or seeing you for the first time.
Yeah, Heesun Lee, rapper, poet, love music. Just like he said, my new album Stereotypes is out now. Pretty much covers a lot of different topics. Anything that you're going through, I'm sure it could speak and minister to you, so make sure you check it out. Got some videos online. I Break Stereotypes featuring Jin that you just saw. Another one that I'm sure you're gonna see shortly as well. So yeah, got a lot of stuff out there, so make sure you check me out. Heesun Lee.
Amen. Yeah, I mean, your music has been vibing around here, at least in this house, for a while. And a lot of the events in New York are talking about Heesun Lee and the Heesun Lee music. How does it feel now having your album out? And you charted on like iTunes and Billboard. Yeah. You know, so how does that feel?
I guess I'm still in shock of it. Sometimes I'll wake up and just be like, nah, that didn't really happen. But, you know, a lot of times you want it to happen, obviously, because you want to be successful. You want to make sure that your album's getting out there, people are hearing it. But in the back of your head, you're thinking, nah, that'll never happen for me, you know, as much as you want it to. So that day when it did happen, I remember Eli, he hit me up, he texted me. He's like, congratulations, sis, on, you know, all your hard work. And I was just, me and Tim were like hugging each other. I was crying. Kayla was there. She's like, what's going on? We were just like one big group family. I couldn't believe it. We had a snowstorm that day too. So. Oh wow. But I was just in complete awe. I mean, I still can't believe it that it happened. I mean, I obviously thank God, all the fans out there, just for buying and supporting my music. You know, it's amazing how far it's been. You know, and how.
I remember seeing my name on the top of the iTunes charts the first time, but it said signed in as Bert Boca Chica. That's it. That's the only way I got to the top of the chart. I was nothing underneath there. But it is exciting to see your name at least close. You know, I almost made it. No, but it's great to, you know, to see your music hitting the charts. And, you know, for those people that don't understand how this works, you only get on the charts if your music is good and people are actually buying it. Right. You know, it's not just coming from New York City and putting my song on the charts. That doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
If so, then the charts would be useless. You know, so that's huge. Whether you make it to the #1 spot or anywhere in the top, I would say the top 100, because there's thousands of CDs dropping every week.
That's true.
You know, so that's a very big accomplishment, and you know,
thank you.
I'm proud of what you've done. And we're done. See you guys next week. That was easy, right? I told you it'd be smooth, no questions asked. We're not going to mess you up, you know. But tell us a little bit now. You surrounded yourself with a good team, of course, in My City Records. You know, so how does it feel now? Because you're basically running by yourself. You know, for a while. Now you're signed to a label. So how does that for you? Well,
I was kind of running by myself, but not really, because I had Jai rocking with me. Shout out to Chris Belmont if you're watching this. Well, I shout him out all the time.
You better be watching.
He's at the studio. So yeah, a lot of hard work. Obviously, a lot of independent artists could understand. You know, you have to do everything your own. Finances, it could be very tiring. A lot of, you know, sometimes a lot of artists, unfortunately, they don't make it because it's just so much you have to do on your own. So I mean, just God again blessed me. It came out of nowhere. I mean, not nowhere. I was still trying to work on stuff, but out of nowhere, like just for a record label to be like, hey, we want to sign you, and you know, it's a startup label, so we're just pretty much learning everything together, but we're doing a great job. The shows I'm getting, just the exposure, everything, all my label mates now. It's just a great thing that God is doing in our label, and you know.
Amen. Yeah, I had the pleasure of going to 2 of your Stereotype release tour events. The one in Brooklyn.
He hosted one.
Yeah, the one.
And then he didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'll just be a fan. I'll wait in the back for the autograph. But I did go into the green room and took a little bit of the little, you know, hot dog picking blankets. Always good. But one thing I did notice at your events, as far as your presentation, even on stage, you surrounded yourself with a group of different people that are helping you. I mean, I was always used to seeing Rock on stage with you, and he's all over the place. You know, he's running back and forth, and he's got that energy. But now you have Teddy and Elton that have been helping you out, and those guys are amazing. Like, how did that come about for you?
Teddy, shout out to Teddy and Elton. I love you guys. I actually just posted something on Instagram about them yesterday. Teddy I've actually known for a while. I had another ministry I used to work with, so we've been friends for a good amount of time, and he was always in the back of my head to be a hype man, because I knew his energy, his passion for God, and just
energy.
I mean, he's like, I'm gonna have a heart attack on stage.
I get tired watching him.
So he helps. Obviously, that's what a hype man is supposed to do. So him and Elton are just great people to work with, not just because they're talented, but they're just so selfless, you know, so easy to work with them, you know, rehearsals and everything, never give us a problem. If anything, I probably give them more problems than they give me. So it's just great to be with people who you know, it's easy to work with. They don't give you extra problems when you're trying to solve a problem, and then they, you know, so it's great working with them. And you know, I miss Rock on stage, you know, but
I'm sure he misses it too, because I seen him at the show, like real close to the stage. Like, it's like, you know, the guy by the diving board just about to, like, oh, if this next one don't dive, I'm going in. I'm going in. He always looks like he's ready to go at any given moment, you know. So Rock, just go for it, brother. Just throw yourself in there.
Yeah, no, Rock makes me nervous sometimes. He's like, I'm gonna mess up. He's gonna come on stage and just take the mic from me or something.
No, but you know. Because I mean, he's really close to this, you know. So it is hard to sit back and just watch when you've been on the stage all the time. But let me just add something though. Your DJ Elton, DJ Elite, DJ Elite, great kid. I saw him the first time in Brooklyn, and he just grabbed my attention because he was like a DJ / hype man. You know, so you got two in one. You know, not many artists have that. So, you know, how does it feel having a DJ so involved in your set now too?
No, it's amazing. Sometimes when I see Elton behind me, and he like you said, he hypes me as well. So when you have, you know, not just one person, but another person on stage with you, hyping you, helping you get through your set, it just helps you, gives you more confidence, more energy, and just, you know, validation that you can do this, that you have two people behind you saying, we got you, sis. Even if you mess up, even if things go wrong, we're still here helping you out. You're going to get through your set, and we're going to kill it together. And they've just been doing that for me. I mean, it's
and they look like they're a lot of fun. They are off stage too.
Joking nonstop. I mean, sometimes it's hard to even be serious with them, but I love it. You know, it's just great ministering and fellowshipping with them. Just love them.
Well, it makes the ministry aspect of it go smoother too, to know that you can relax and just enjoy. And you've also, I mean, you've had a lot of people on your set lately, and I'll talk from my perspective because I've seen you before. You had, you know, it's just you and Rock at the time, and now to see the way your performance is now, and even your your lineup is all set, you know, do you feel more confident now that you can actually sit with a group of people and rehearse? Not that you didn't rehearse before, but it's bigger now. At times you'll have a drummer playing on your set with a DJ, and that's all new elements for you.
Yeah, I think as you're just growing in your craft and being an artist and stuff, and things are actually taking its shape, and you're going places, and you're getting, you know, bigger shows, and more people are hearing about you. It's only, you know, you have to get things tighter, you have to care more, you have to work harder and stuff. It's just, as you keep going, more things become important, so you want to add to your stuff, and you have, you know, when you get on the bigger stages, I guess, and you have more time, you're thinking, well, you know, we got to make this set better, what could we add, you know, so a drummer, obviously, and with that, obviously, takes more practice, you got to rehearse more, everything is just more hard work, you know, it's a blessing in itself to get these things, but to have to go through everything and to make sure everything, you know, it's a lot, but it's all worth it.
Are you the worrying type, like, do you, before a show, or you're like, I hope the drummer doesn't mess up, or I hope the DJ has my tracks, my mic have battery, are you like that, or do you just, you know, how do you prepare yourself for an event? Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I don't get like crazy, and I'm not on people like, oh my gosh, make sure you do this and do that. You know, we'll run through it, make sure we got everything where it's supposed to be. But I think more mine is, you know, let me make sure I remember all my words. If it's a selfish thing, then I'm just thinking of myself. And
no, hey, I'm sure they're doing the same thing. It's like, I hope I get the scratch right. You know, I hope I remember the hype at the right time.
Yeah, I could be too hard on myself when I know. Yeah, obviously, rappers can relate to this. You know the words, but every time you're at a certain show, you're thinking, no, I don't know them right now. You know, so you have to just keep kind of going over them, because even
that's when your freestyle skills kick in, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Thank God I have them. You know?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it just happens, you know. So now that you've had more experience, you know, going on tour, because Arizona's showing you a lot of love.
Oh my God.
Because when I was seeing those pictures that you guys were posting when you were in Arizona, I was like, was she like a rock star in Arizona? Well, how did that happen? Well,
Rock, they were doing the Unashamed tour, and I think it was a year or two ago, and they were in New York, and Rock was there. Again, Rock, he should be sitting next to me. Anyways.
He is. He's a silent partner right now.
So he was GCU, Grand Canyon University in Arizona. They sponsored the tour, so they go to every show with them, and during the break time, Rock just went up just to talk, and one thing led to another, and my name was mentioned, and they're like, oh yeah, let's check her out. So they actually checked me out. They loved what they saw, and so they invited me to one of their festivals that was happening that following January. Came out, got a lot of great connections, and from there, literally, I've been going back. Like, I'm going there twice this June.
Really?
I mean, I should just move out there. I can, but
I was gonna say, I doubt. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
I know. You know, it's a long flight. It's across the country, but you know, they're just awesome people. I love Arizona. Other than the 120-degree weather when I'm out there,
it could be kind of tough.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to move around. I almost fainted one time when I was there, last June when I was
on stage.
I was performing outdoors, and I couldn't finish my verse. So Rock.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine outdoors.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. But Rock had to pretty much lift me, and he finished my set for me, and then everyone was like, is she okay? Do we need an ambulance? So, yeah, but I was fine after a while.
He wasn't on stage by himself doing plastic, right?
No,
that'd be kind of awkward. Plastic. Like, what's that new song? No, what's going on here?
That song didn't actually come out yet. So.
Oh, it wasn't out yet?
Yeah.
Because we did a rap fest once. I think it was like 2002, and we woke up that morning. I'll never forget listening on the radio. 1010 Winds News says temperature is 98 degrees. The heat index feels like 104.
Oh, God.
And sure enough, it was like that from 6 o'clock in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon. We had a bunch of water that was donated to us in buckets with ice. Nobody drank it. We were like all over ourselves. So I couldn't imagine in Arizona. I'm sure you get used to it, but
you know, one thing with Arizona is that it's dry heat, so it's not that humid, so it's not as bad.
It's still hot. No, you can't fool me. It's still hot. It's still hot. So how has tours been? Your daughter is how old now?
She's a little bit over 2. Birthday was in January.
So. I know I did see her on stage at the end of the event in Brooklyn. So how has it been now touring with your daughter? Yeah,
I guess it's a blessing and not a curse, but I don't know that. Whatever. It has its hardships.
Challenge.
Yeah, that's a better word. Yeah. Because just having a kid with you, I stay home with her every day, so she's clearly very attached to me. So going away some places, it's so hard just to kind of get her off my shoulder, and you have to do interviews, you have to perform, and hearing her in the background screaming for me to come to her could be kind of distracting. I'm trying to do music and then just hear my daughter. So naturally my motherly instincts come in and I just want to run to her and get off the stage, and you clearly can't do that. So that's the hard part of it. But other than that, I love getting off the stage and going to her, and you know, a lot of times I have to change her diaper, but other than that, I get off the stage. And
as a fan of the genre, like if I didn't know you at all and just came to your concert and saw you on stage and you rocking, and all of a sudden I hear this little girl crying and your set is done and you walk down and grab her and go change her pamper, I'll be like, you know what? I want that girl's CD. That's real.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real, as opposed to like, you know, like the Bridezilla type. Actually, somebody fix that right now. Somebody shut that child up. I know she mine. You do what you got to do. You know, but some people would do that.
Right.
Some people would neglect their family for those 5, 10, 15 minutes of stardom or fame. Yeah. You know, but you're still the mother. I remember doing the Storytellers events, and here Alice, thank God for Alice, there's all 3 kids, the little ones in stroller, Pampers, baby bags, the whole 9. And sometimes you would hear them, I was like, oh man, that's Justin, I'm gonna get beat after this event. She's gonna never come with me again. But you know what? After a while, it becomes part of your routine. Yeah. And the kids get to appreciate that too. I mean, they help us out in our ministry now. So there you go. She might be on stage with you, and you know, I mean.
Yeah,
but you're still rocking, and she's, DJ. You know, and you're DJ.
So I don't know about
that.
elite. I don't DJ elite.
You don't know, you know, you got to get different elite. Step your game up, kid. Your competition's coming. About 18 more years. No, but it's great. It's just a great thing, man. And I think artists need to be more down to earth.
Right. Yes.
You know, there's nothing wrong with blowing up and doing big things, but there's also that down to earthness, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. I guess it could be hard. I mean, I'm not there, but you know, when you got like screaming fans just everywhere you're going, and it's just hard to, you know, I could understand. I mean, I can't understand, but I get it. You know, to have that humility everywhere you walk, and sometimes you just don't want to be bothered, and people could make it seem like, oh, this guy's conceited, forget him, you know. But we don't know what they're living like, you know. We don't know how hard it is. You know, traveling all the time. Sometimes you just want your own space, so it's a lot harder to be an artist than people think it is, you know. Yeah,
it's not that luxury thing. A lot of people, I just want to be out there and perform and tour. That's cool if you're solo. Literally, like nobody else to worry about. You know, you live alone. You have no other family members to worry about. But you know, when you're married and you have a child, you know, so much props to you for even holding it down and taking on that challenge. Because when you got into this, you knew you were married, you have a family. You know, you're gonna do this. So. We're going to be playing another one of your videos. By the way, shout out to Jin, you know. Jin, you know. Just Jin. Yeah, no, shout out to Jin, man, for repping on the Stereotypes track. That must have been a lot of fun to do, actually.
Oh, man, yeah. And because I was a huge fan of Jin, too, when it was 106 and Park days when I was in college, every Friday I'd go and watch it, and to just know that he even responded to me, that he was willing to work with me, it was just an honor. And then to actually meet him, and he's just like, it's like he's not even Jin, he's just a regular ordinary guy who just wants to kick it with you. So yeah, great brother.
I mean, the brother got skills. I know you guys were over at Battle Cry this past weekend. How did that go?
Another crazy one. If you guys weren't at Battle Cry, I mean, you missed out on a lot. I mean, not just obviously my performance and Jin's, but just the whole experience of being there. It was just great. So I didn't get to talk to Jin as much as I wanted to, but I heard his set was crazy. He killed it as always. So
No, Jin's got some energy when he's up on that stage. I know when he did you did the last track over at in Brooklyn.
He scared me. He just stepped on that stage.
I was like, wow, what's going on here? Like, what, did I miss something? You know, I missed the like somebody's like, and they're all, and Jin just came rushing to the front of the stage.
No, but he screamed. He's like, I feel like I've been stereotyped my whole life. Bam! Like, he really meant that.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like jump off the stage or something at that point. I was a little scared for him. Yeah. But it's great to have someone like that on your team, and you know, even just as a friend, associate. You know, so with people like that, you could definitely get a lot of work done. And naturally, his work ethics, everybody knows. Yeah. He works hard.
Oh my gosh, he's all over the place. I can't keep up with him.
Yeah, he's like doing TV stuff and movies and whatnot.
He's a big actor in Hong Kong, so if you're over there.
Yeah, he's a man. You could watch us in Hong Kong and hashtag us. We love Jin at Rapfest Radio. No, but that's great. We're gonna get into your video. Too Short.
Yes, life is too short.
Life is too short.
I mean, do I have to explain that, or?
Well, you can if you want to.
I mean, you guys pretty much get the gist, you know. Yeah.
Life is too short.
Life is too
Check
short.
it out here on Rapfest Radio. It's Life is Too Short. Remember, if you have any questions, tweet us at Rapfest Radio. This is Life is Too Short by Heesun Lee from the Stereotypes CD. Get it now.
Dang, that was good.
Wanna talk about it? I'ma talk about it. Thinking life is funny, figures you ain't thought about it. Once I flow lead, how I proceed. Guaranteed to speak the truth if you don't know me. Not a phony, I'm a real truth spitter. Your girl changed her life when the truth hit her. Now a better person, cause the truth's in her. Going everywhere, making sure the truth's with her. Yeah, truth's in her, but I found a better path. If you wanna follow me, you better pedal fast. I'm on a mission, hoping that I never crash. Gotta let go of the things that don't ever last. Life's not a game, life's not a game. Sick and tired of people living life with no shame. No brain, shoot for stars, but you don't aim. Never better any part of you, man, that's so lame.
Too short, what you living your life for? I've been there, I done that. Never looking back, cause I moved on. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short.
Life is too short, read a memo. You know the truth, but you choose to pretend though. Games getting real old, Nintendo. Problems building up, crescendo. Everybody nowadays got a death wish. Smoke a pack like you're never gonna get sick. OD on a drug that you mess with. Sex every other dude till you get infected. Good plan, here's a hand. Time to grow up, time to grow up. Living every minute of your life with your nose up. Hold up, gotta scroll up. Can't believe it, your book of life is rolled up. Want a second chance? Sorry, no luck. Need a rewind button to show up.
Too short, what you living your life for? I've been there, I done that. Never looking back, cause I moved on. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short.
Don't even fake it, the truth hurts. I challenge you, there's a time now to move first. Don't mean to rush you, don't wanna crush you. You wanna live it better, these are things you must do. And I trust you, time to make deadlines. Everybody got a dream when it's bedtime. Look at me, you could tell I had major issues. I was trapped in a box trying to fit through. Lost in a world where nobody missed you. I pray for change, now my life is brand new. Miracle, pure miracle. An ancient girl on a mic, man lyrical. Tupac, listen up, people dissing her. Raising Staten Island, go ahead and vision her. I had a dream, never stop to ignore it. Life is too short to waste time, can't afford it.
Too short, what you living your life for? I've been there, I done that. Never looking back, cause I moved on. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short. Too short, what you living your life for? I've been there, I done that. Never looking back, cause I moved on. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short.
We are back. Life is too short.
Yep.
The Stereotypes CD is available now on iTunes by Heesun Lee. You want to make sure you get your hands on it. Charted on iTunes charts and Billboard charts when it dropped. And we want to make sure that everybody gets their hands on it. There's some powerful messages in there for you. The Stereotypes song by itself is like such a powerful message because everybody, you know, we stereotype. This is like a natural thing, right?
People are stereotyping me right now.
Yeah, right now. Like, we're not even gonna go there. It's not even worth it. But so now we were speaking before how now you're working with a label and In My City Records. Everybody knows In My City Records, a division of God Belongs in My City. It's kind of like a startup label as well.
Yeah.
You know, so what has been? We just want to get a little deeper into that. You know, like as an artist, what are the benefits that you've had of the label aside from just a team? Like,
I think being a part of a label, you know, especially this one, is that it just stemming off of what I said earlier, it just helps so much as an artist when you don't have to do as much on your own. I don't want to make it sound lazy.
Just sit back and they do everything. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like
you have support.
Yeah. a lot less stress. You don't have to worry about things as much. So, if you're juggling too much, you could say, the label helps you. They deal with it. They do a lot of the background stuff, and it just helps the artist focus on what they need to perfect. Which is obviously rapping and your performances and these interviews and everything. It just makes it so much easier and helpful, and it also helps to be working with people who you can get along with. That don't give you a hard time. So we really are family based. I love everybody on the label, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on air right now. They're just great people. They really are doing this for the right reasons, and just I guess a matter of time where we'll get even bigger and more people will hear about us.
Yeah, no, for sure. And naturally, shout out to all the people that in My City Records. I think I know everybody that's there too.
Right.
And they all have like a special quality that they could contribute to, to your ministry, to your career, or however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to surround yourself with those kind. Even if you're not on a label, you have to surround yourself with people that will not necessarily just yes you to death, but believe and see your vision and mission and support it one way or another. I think that's so key, because there's a lot of artists out there now that are probably like, I want to be signed to In My City Records. What do you encourage people to find a label, or what do you do now? Do you encourage them and say you could do this on your own, or you better find a label? It's gonna,
I think it's also the type of person you are. If you're the again, not saying that I'm the lazy type, right? But there are some artists who really want to be hands-on on everything, and they feel like, I've talked to people and they think like, if all these people that I'm working with in a label are doing exactly what I'm doing and I can do it better, I don't need a label. Like, they just want to do, a lot of them want to just do everything on their own because they feel like they're in control. They could do it the way they want to do it, and I guess I was just never that type. I once again saying his name, just because I've worked with him for so long, Chris Belmont, is that being with him and just the trust factor. So he started working with a lot of people from In My City, and putting us all together, it kind of said, well, rock validates them, and I started getting to know them, and you just kind of put your trust in people who will get you to the place that you want to get to. You have the same vision, you have the same goals. So if you find people like that, or you just don't know where you're going and you need help, a label obviously helps you out tremendously. The finances side, you can look at it in both ways. Having to do things on your own in the beginning, or just not having to pay for things in the beginning. It just however you look at it, I guess. So I feel, in my own personal opinion, that labels can help you a tremendous amount when you feel like you're just overly burdened and you can't do it on your own.
Amen. Well, looking at it from the outside, I would say the label did contribute a lot to what you're doing now. Yeah. Because it would have been hard for you to get all of this done on your own.
Yeah. I'm not trying to put my private stuff out there, but being a stay-at-home mom and having my husband, he's a hard worker. He's doing his thing, but when you're trying to, being an artist is that you have to pay to be an artist. Like, you're not getting a salary, and you're not, who knows if you'll ever get one. It's always like a risk factor. You're doing it because you love to do it, you want to help people. At the same time, you have a family that you need to take care of, but you're not getting thousands of dollars coming in every month, so it could be kind of tricky. So get my album done, doing the videos, it obviously helps to have a label. They just assist you in so many ways that you couldn't do it on your own.
Yeah, otherwise you're up till 3 in the morning on Facebook, buy my music, buy my music, buy my music. And then when you're done, you wake up, buy my music, buy my music, support, buy, download, buy, download. Facebook, tag the world, tag everybody. I tagged them already, let me tag them again.
But to an extent, I still have to do that.
But you do. Less. It's less, so exactly. That's what I mean. When you have a team of supporters that believe in what you're doing, and I'm saying there's something wrong with that. Don't do that. Don't tag me anymore. I'm tired of being tagged on all that stuff. Yeah. It's so annoying. When you wake up and you got like, I got 18 messages, the same person. Give me a break. Inbox me.
I think also tagging, you kind of have to be smart about that. You don't want to do it to the point where you become annoying.
Right.
So I never want to be that type. I don't think I'm even close to that. I think I have to work on doing it more, actually, because I'm not doing it enough. But I never want people to come off being like, "Oh my gosh, Heesun again." I'm
gonna try to sign up a new bill, like an order of protection against excessive tagging on Facebook. I'm gonna limit the amount of tags I can get. No, it's all good. It happens. It's all good. Right. It's promotion. Just be smart with it. Be wise, and don't tag me. Thank you.
It's okay. I'm not. Right.
Don't go there.
Yeah, okay.
It's me. It's just me. It's the coffee stuff.
Oh God.
That's good.
Yeah.
Last time I had you on the show was probably before the album was done. Before I think the album was even spoken about, right?
Well, you said I had nothing going on.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, absolutely nothing going on. I had nobody to interview. I figured let's bring Heesun. We could drive over an hour and a half here just so we could just chat for an hour. But
Yeah.
are you satisfied where you are now compared to where you were, let's say, last year even? You know,
Yes.
as far as your music and your ministry is concerned.
Because believe it or not, but the Stereotypes album, it's been in I don't know, 5 years. I can't even count. It's been a while, and it wasn't always going to be called Stereotypes. We were going back and forth, and before I was with the label, we were in a whole different direction. A lot of people, all artists could relate to this. You have to take songs off. You have to put new, So just the whole process of making the album, I felt like I was halfway done, and then I got pregnant with Kayla, and then I took like a year off from motherhood.
Yeah, you got to do things. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then by the time I was getting back into the swing of things, we started taking a lot of songs off, and I had to do more. So there's a point where I felt like this album is never going to come out, and I just wanted to put it out maybe with just 3 or 4 songs on it, and just hope
Just get it out there. No, but I think it was worth the wait.
It was.
It was worth the wait. The feedback has been
stressful,
It's stressful, of course. I mean, when you do something and you're expecting people's response or people's feedback, that's stressful.
It is.
Anything, if there was something that you could just do and people have to accept it regardless, there's no stress.
That's a good point, because how they say that you shouldn't care what people think about you, but when you put out a CD, you have to care because they're the ones buying your stuff.
Exactly. And you want the fans, you want the sales, you want the followers.
Right.
If you're just going to put something out there and be all Gambino-ish about it and say you're just going to like it, then who cares?
Yeah.
You know what? You could spit garbage or spit some truth.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But, you have to take artist feedback, fan feedback, and, naturally, with a grain of salt and just a good filter. Actually, let me ask you that. What has the feedback been to you, and how do you deal with that? Like, maybe everybody loves your stuff. There's probably some people that just don't like it. Like, how do you react to that kind of stuff? How does it affect you?
I'm not trying to sound conceited, but for the most part, I've been getting pretty much positive. There's always going to be like a sour person in the bunch where they're just not going to feel it, or they're going to say something about it's unbiblical, or why are you wearing that, which is weird because I never wear anything to provide. But they'll find something.
Right.
They
the mannequin showing too much leg. It's like, you just take the leg off here. You want the leg? Take the leg. I don't care.
Well, her dress was kind of low cut, but no, actually, I had like a cross on. She was wearing a cross necklace, and somebody wrote that it was, I don't know, I forgot what they said, but it was something not demonic, but it was not Christian like it was a symbol of something. It was, I don't know what it was, but I'll have to find
People
it.
have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, they really look, and they try and find ways where they're going to bring you down. And
I'll tell you that Facebook order protection is going to be big. I'm going to order t-shirts tomorrow. Sign this bill.
But I guess it's good when sometimes you have negative criticism, because negative, actually all criticism is negative, but when people, it shows that you're out there, people are talking about you, so you're gonna have to expect that people are gonna be saying things you don't want to hear, but at the end of the day, you know what you stand for, you know what you represent. You can't let these things affect who you are and shake you and make you think differently. For the most part, people have been saying positive things. They've been encouraging me, they've been helping me, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that were recently just turned on to your music in general. These people that I know personally, and they're head over heels with the project. They're like, yo, this is great music. And one guy in particular that comes to mind, he's like, yo, this is dope. And I see him on his Facebook page like, y'all gotta get this. This is the truth.
Right.
Bumping the Heesun Lee joint right now. It's the truth. Yeah. And that's good. And I know this person, and he listens to a lot of different music. So and that's a good thing.
Right.
It's really important to to have good constructive criticism and non-biased support. Right. Because your family's all gonna love it. They ain't gonna tell you in your face that this is horrible. Yeah. So as the project takes 5 years or whatever, right? In your mind, as you write this project and you come up with a title and everything, in your mind you must have said, all right, this is gonna be our hit song. So I want you to answer me 2 things. What was the song you expected to hit? And now, which is the song you think has hit the best from that project? Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the songs we felt that were going to do well actually did do well.
Oh, good.
Well, some surprises too, yeah. Plastic was actually, which is weird. I want to just give a little history behind it.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, that's a great track.
Yeah.
You know, I was kidding with Rock before singing Plastic because it says female rapper not made out of plastic. But it is a great song, so go ahead.
Yeah, so what happened was I originally wrote it to this beat. I don't even remember what it sounds like, and we just were not feeling the beat at all. So we actually redid it. We put another beat on it, and it was good. It was chilling with that beat for a while, years, and we never had a hook. So I don't know how many people we called in to do the hook, and everyone, we were just like, nah, it's not working. So we were actually going to scratch the song, and then I think we were in Arizona. We were just practicing our set, and then I told Rock, I was like, you know what, we should put this, and Rock was actually playing the beat, something like that, and I was like, yo, Plastic, you should put, just put them together and see how it sounds. He's like, oh my gosh, that sounds dope. So when we got back from Arizona, he actually played around with it, and it was insane. I didn't know what he was going to do with the hook. I mean, it's so simple. The hook is actually part of my first verse, so we didn't really do much with it. So it was a very, very simple hook, and we were taking years to try and figure it out.
And the main theme of the song, since we're talking about it, what would the main theme of the song be?
I and all these females out there, we're not made out of plastic. We're real. We're not trying to be fake or be something that we're not just to have society approve us. So it's such a powerful message, and the beat just makes it even more powerful. I just find it amazing that the whole origin of the song and how we weren't even going to use it, and then it turned out to be one of my bigger hits on the album. You just never know how things turn out when you're making an album, and the years that it took, and then out of nowhere, last minute, we created it, and it became crazy. So that one and Skin Deep was one we knew was gonna really affect, because I guess a lot of them is like the female anthem songs, just.
I was gonna say it's like power to the female. We can do this. We got this.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't get those kind of songs anymore.
Right.
Those kind of projects.
Right.
Everybody's now just about themselves.
That is true. Yeah. And the one I kind of feel like I wasn't sure about, and that was another one that we had in the beginning, was Role Model. I don't know if you know that song, but yeah, it was. Even me, I was like, because it was just kind of whiny, and I just didn't know people were gonna feel it. But when I would write on Facebook and everything, I'd be like, oh, what songs does everybody like the most on the album? A lot of people said Role Model, and I was really shocked by it, because I didn't know if people were gonna be irritated by the song or whatever. But people love it. They rock out to it. I mean, I the beat, that too, that was a different beat as well. We kept switching it around, so it's just amazing from my own experience.
Who's the guy from Christ Tab that sings on one of these songs?
Adam Young.
Adam Young.
He did the one for My Family.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my favorite track on it.
Is it because Tim's on it?
No. I would have known that. I probably wouldn't have said it. No, but for real, I think that song just captures a good feel.
Yeah.
And the kid got a nice voice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I had no clue who he was. I met him in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I met him in Brooklyn. I was like, really?
Man,
I texted Eli right after I heard that song.
Yeah.
I sat down and listened to the whole thing. Oh yeah, who's this kid? Like, where's he coming from? And that's good. You discover artists like that by by doing projects. So are you working on another project? Is that not in the works yet, or?
So I'm trying to do a mixtape now, and I'm trying to get producers together to send me some beats. So if you are a producer and you're listening to this, if you know any producers, you can email me at beatsforheesun, just the number 4, heesun@gmail.com, and just anything. We're just trying to get this thing going. I want to have it out.
Send you some beats tonight. Beatsforheesun@gmail.com. Jay, write that down. We gotta send some beats later. Get on this project,
Yeah, I gotta keep coming out with more songs. So, yeah, and videos. I'm trying to make another video.
Here we go. Drum roll. Total BS featuring Heesun Lee. How on earth did that come about?
So,
Freestyle Fam or lyrical beasts.
I know.
They've been putting out some heat from that basement studio.
I was scared to go in there.
I'm sure. I'd be scared to go in there with those guys.
And I was in the middle like a sandwich. I thought they were just gonna on me. It was scary.
And then I'm sure. I seen the video. I encourage you to check out their videos.
Yes.
Caution, some serious stuff. But I encourage you to check out their videos.
Yeah.
But those guys are like lyrical beasts. How is it to work with them?
Oh, I love them. And what's funny is, because, not trying to kill their vibe or anything, but off camera they are really nice guys.
Off camera.
One of the guys is actually, he actually got me started on the church that I go to now. So we're all based out in Staten Island. So Quest the Wordsmith and Mike Testa, they're all for Freestyle fam, and I got to know Quest, and he's been doing this whole Total BS for I guess a couple weeks now. So that's
by the way, BS is Basement Series, so.
Oh yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, so he's trying to do features now. So clearly, since I see him a lot, he was we respect each other as artists. So he just invited me. He's like, you live in Staten Island, we both rap.
Right, that's perfect.
So it was a great.
Yeah, I saw the one with Buck Barnabas, and then the next one was with you.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing this week coming up, but it was a great experience. I mean, I've always loved them. Just anybody who really knows me, I'm really big on lyrics, so just being, like, again, sandwiched in on these people who are all into lyrics was a great experience. And actually, I was telling Quest that it helps me, to want to write more. I told him to send me beats every week if he can. That was a homework assignment for him. But,
oh, wow.
Just to get me going on that so I could start writing more and just be inspired. I guess being a mother sometimes, you're home every day with your kids. You kind of lose the passion and stuff. So
yeah, and I don't think it's so much that you lose the passion, but you focus differently.
That's true.
Because you could say whatever, but I'm sure deep inside the passion is still strong. You want to do this. You wouldn't be sitting here right now if you didn't want to. I totally believe that. And I think at this point where so many people are starting to vibe off of Heesun Lee and what's been done and the music that's out there, it's hard to not feel a passion for it. Even if that's the only thing driving you, it's a lot.
Right.
You're
right. And at the same time, sometimes Kayla could switch my focus because, you have to be a mother and put your attention on her. But she actually also inspires me, to want to do this, to make her proud of me. Even when I'm on stage, she probably has no idea where I'm at, but to just know that she sees her mother up there. I wanted to bring her to the Eyes Out of the Battle Cry because she's seen me perform a lot, but to be on a big stage, but I didn't bring her. But I wanted her.
She probably would have freaked out.
Yeah, she
was like, Mommy! They're like, okay, cut that set.
Yeah.
Roll to the video.
It's just, that she could look back on it and be like, wow, this was my mother. And maybe, because I think all kids love music, but.
She was loving it. Again, I'm talking about Brooklyn because that's where I was at and that's where I saw her.
Yeah.
When she was up on that stage, there was no stopping her.
Aww.
She ran circles. She was like, I'm in this too. And that's great. That's a great feeling.
A quick thing about her is that sometimes I'm practicing at home, just my own lyrics and everything. So I'm doing this. And Kayla will see me doing it, and then she's like, no. So she'll run and get her toy microphone and hand it to me, and she'll be like, she's not saying it, but she's pretty much like, use this one. So then I have to use the toy microphone.
That's great. You should take it on stage.
You think so?
Your next album cover with a play school microphone. What? Gangsta.
That's true.
Gangsta.
Yeah.
No, but that's good. I mean, kids just add a whole new dimension to your life. And it also inspire your lyrics differently too, because when it's easy to focus on just a theme, but now when you have your kids looking up to you, it's like you write responsibly.
Yeah. Right.
There's different themes that you want to bring to them. So, what else is new in the life of Heesun Lee? Yeah.
Well, other than, the mixtape thing, I'm trying to work on more music videos for the songs that are already out, trying to put out another single, and, just the shows that are going on. I'll be in University of Delaware this Friday, performing with Jackie Hill, Jeanette from P4CM.
Are you going to be doing spoken word there as well? Or?
I guess I could do whatever I want. They just gave me a certain time frame for my set. So we could put anything.
But that's a powerful spoken word artist right there.
But I think it's just poets, so they would probably want me to do some rap music. But I.
To flip it up a little bit.
But maybe I'll do it. I just don't think I can hang with them. But we'll
that's why I was asking. Not that you can't hang with them, but I'm saying
I can hang
those
with them.
those are powerful spoken word artists. Yeah. So it's good to be surrounded by them too, because you do some great spoken word stuff.
And I can't wait to be inspired and just meet them and see other female artists up there. It's been a long time coming, so it'll be a great experience. And like I said earlier, just going to be in Arizona in June twice, and then Idaho in July.
Idaho?
Yeah, so Grand Canyon University, which does a lot of shows, for not for me, but they put me on them. They're doing another big festival in Idaho, so they invited me out there in July too. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then Goblon's my city. They're trying to put together some stuff here and there, so stay tuned.
Oh, that's good. That's good, man. We're really excited for you. I mean, God has opened up a lot of doors, and we've been able to see the process as well, which is a blessing for us. Not many artists that we get to, watch the steps,
right,
all the way through. And we are RFS Radio, and we endorse this project 100%. Definitely, we encourage everybody that's out there to go pick up the Stereotypes CD.
Right.
Listen to it with an open mind and open heart, and know that somebody out there is being blessed by this.
Right.
Do you get any people saying, like, I don't understand what you're trying to say on this project? Do you get any of those? Or is, because some people just don't understand. Like, you could be talking about stereotypes because you feel it's important, and then you get those Christians are like, what's she talking about stereotypes for? Who cares? Where's Jesus? Where's Matthew 5? Where's we'll talk about.
Yeah, no, I do get that. People who really know me well, I'm not one of those preachy or throwing a Bible verse in your face. Even when you hear this album, it's really not that at all. A lot of it is just life experiences, and I feel like even if you're not Christian, you could really relate to this. Songs that you heard, Breaking Stereotypes, Life is Too Short. I mean, it's not really like Jesus Christ. It's more like, yo, get your life right. Change the world, and know that you could do it. And at the end of it, it's just pretty much you can't do any of it without God. So that's how I always come. I try and be very honest and transparent with who I am, and not be somebody I'm not. And there are people out there who want God. So that's just not who I am. Not that I'm not about God, but I'm not that.
Right. That's not your artist focus like that. Yeah, no, and that's cool because we need all different types of artists, all different levels, and it's reality.
Right.
It's reality. You could be preaching 24/7, smacking people with a Bible, or you could just live your life and let them see that as a testimony. Right. Which is good. And we're really excited. We're really excited with what God is doing in your ministry, and we just pray that God will continue to open doors for you. We look forward to hearing more. Can't wait for this mixtape. Beats for Heesun at gmail.com.
Yes.
Send beats. Don't send leftover beats, guys, or girls, whoever's producing. Don't send
top notch.
Don't send, these were rejected by the last person. Let's see if she takes them beats. Or don't send, this guy did the track to it already, but I didn't like it, so let me see if she does better. Don't send those beats. And I'm doing this for you. No charge. Don't worry. Okay. I ain't charging you for this. Send in your best, or what you think might be your best, or what you think will complement Heesun's style. You don't know what she's like? Go to iTunes, download Stereotypes, give it a listen. Go to YouTube, check out the videos, right? And don't send leftovers.
No leftovers.
No leftovers.
Or I was laying around, I was dusty.
Or I made this be 16 years ago, and I think it's perfect for you. Run, BLC. I mean, it's possible. I mean, unless it's really hot, I'm saying it's possible. Somebody got a hot track 14 years ago and don't realize it's hot. No, but seriously, send your tracks, producers, if you're out there. It's a great opportunity to get in on a project that I think will really bless you as well as a producer. Just for the exposure, because we know, Heesun Lee is going to a lot of events and stuff, and we look forward to the mixtape. Right. You're gonna have features on there. You haven't gotten that far yet. Send in your best beats.
Yes.
And maybe something can happen. Yeah. Jay, I'm gonna send some beats to Heesun. Yeah. Beats for Heesun at gmail.com.
You make beats too?
Yeah, I make beats.
You beatbox, maybe you could do something with a track like that, or just beatbox on my end. No. All right, no.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Sorry. Beats for Heesun at gmail.com. That's where you can send your tracks if you're listening to us online and you want to be a part of this, or even just give it a shot. You never know. We'll listen to it, or she'll listen to it, and if it's something that fits the project, her and her team will decide accordingly and let you know and take care of the rest from there. At Heesun Lee is the Twitter handle. Make sure you follow her there. It's Miss Heesun Lee on Instagram.
I know, I gotta be all weird for Instagram.
That's okay.
Some girl took Heesun Lee, I don't know.
Really?
Some girl from Korea.
How can somebody in Korea have you?
It's actually very common.
How random is that?
Heesun Lee is like John Smith in Korea.
Oh, I almost call you John Smith.
Oh, do you? Oh.
But no, definitely make sure you follow her, Heesun Lee, and check out In My City Records. They're doing a lot of good things, and they're doing a lot of new things as well.
Yes.
I've been to a couple of their events, and they have some artists and other artists that they're working with as well.
Shout out to D-Will.
Yeah, D-Will. Rochester. Yeah. Oh, Christian Lewis. Yeah, I missed his performance. I didn't get to go to Battle Cry, but I heard he rocked out there.
Yeah, I totally missed it as well.
You did?
Yeah, I was waiting to be interviewed somewhere, so I was sitting in like a waiting room, and I heard him in the background.
Oh, that
killing it.
Like the car passing by down the block. Yeah, yo, I heard you say it's dope.
I heard everyone going nuts, and I'm sitting on a chair just staring at the wall.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
That's
good
great.
times. Yeah.
That's the life of an artist
I know.
backstage in the green room. Carrots, a camera, and nothing else. Isn't that great when you go to a green room, they don't really have anything? I love it. I gotta be honest though, the best green room I've ever seen in my years of ministry has been the greenhouse at RevGen.
Oh my gosh!
They gave you it was the whole house.
Oh yes.
It was like the whole house. It was like a mansion, right?
Oh, that's right.
I
went upstairs to eat.
You went upstairs. I didn't even go upstairs. I didn't dare.
I don't know where I was.
They take you in a car.
You're right.
I thought they were gonna kill us. They take you in this car, this little golf cart thing, and the guys talking their hillbilly talk and stuff, and take you're gonna love this house. It's gonna be crazy. We went up there, and I'm looking like, whose house is this? And we went inside, and they had people serving you. It was like a cocktail party.
But you didn't go outside. There was the pool outside.
I went by the pool area, but I only had like 2.5 minutes because I had to come back and introduce grits or something like that. So the ride was like 20 minutes there in that little golf cart, and then like 2 minutes in the house and 20 minutes back. So that was my whole time off. Yeah, I took a break. I was eating pretzels on the way back. The green room. Yeah, but that was the best green room.
Man, you're right.
But good experiences.
Right.
We look forward to hearing more of your stories and following your tweets and your pictures.
Of Kayla.
Of Kayla, yeah. Kayla videos are great. I mean, I'm gonna go back and forth with my granddaughter videos and your Kayla videos and see who got who got game. But it's good stuff, man. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Rap Fest Radio tonight. Next week we have LM. Y'all remember LM from the Grace Nation group, also from Sick. He is now going by the name of Latino America. So make sure you tune in. We're going to chat with him, find out what's been going on with his ministry and where he's going with his whole, he's got a tour and a bunch of other stuff going on. So you want to tune into that. The following week we have Botella in the house. That's right, I said Botella in the house. It's so crazy. Bottle. Notorious B.O.T. is how he goes by. That's for real. That's what he goes by. Notorious B.O.T. Botella. He'll be in the building. That's the following week. And we got some other stuff lined up. But right now we're going to leave you with a new video that has just been released recently by Thi'SL. Before I forget, midnight tonight, the Truth's album drops. Heartbeat.
Make sure you get that.
You want to make sure you get that. Support the Truth and his Mixed Bag Records. He has a whole new thing going on there. So it comes out at midnight tonight. It's Heartbeat by the Truth.
Yes.
Make sure you pick that up. Do we have any other announcements? Submissions for Rap Fest, the deadline is the end of this month. April 30th, I believe, is the last day. So make sure if you want to be a part of Rap Fest, you need to send in your submission. Just go to rapfestinc.com. All of the details are there. It tells you exactly what to submit. If you still aren't clear, just send us an email, rapfestinc@gmail.com, and tell us, I need more clarity, I don't know what to do, and we'll explain it to you. We want to make sure everybody gets an equal opportunity to be listened to and possibly participate.
I'll be screening all the artists. So
you will?
Yeah. I'll let you know who makes it. If you say.
I'm down with that.
All right.
I'm down with that. If you don't make it in, you can send your hate mail to Heesun Lee. Beat ups for Heesun. That's why I'll pass that along right away. Yo, you heard it here first, live. We don't edit this. This is not edited.
Bad idea, right?
You're done. You want fans? You won't get fans. All right. Yeah, you put it out there.
Yeah, I know.
But thank you. We appreciate your
I was trying to make a
participation.
joke and then it just went back to my face.
Welcome to the Rap Fest family. Don't worry, your hate mail email address is on my site in like 2 minutes. But seriously, we're gonna end with this new video by Thi'SL. Thank you so much for tuning into Rap Fest Radio. RapFestRadio.com. You will learn us because we are out of control. See you guys next week with Ellum in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, at Heesun Lee. Peace.
God bless.
See a song like this is so vintage, so authentic and there's no gimmick. And by the First Amendment, I'm free to speak. About an ancient king from the Middle East. He's the lion, the lamb, the I am from Zion. They crucified him, that's so defiant. And the first of the 10 commandments been abandoned. Look at man, and there is no reliance. There is slow compliance or no compliance. I know they hate it. I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it. But who resurrected? He did it, he did it. He laid his life down and took it up. 2,000 years plus, now look at us. Christianity spread, gang of bloodshed for us, go and look it up. And I ain't trying to be a tough guy, and I ain't trying to be a martyr either. And I ain't got the kill me complex, I just wanna be just like Jesus. When it's my time to go, I wanna die with grace. I wanna die with faith, knowing that I'm about to see his face. Wanna be filled with the Spirit and no longer fear. I'm living for you, Lord, as long as I'm here. You can take my life. 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 You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my life. 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 You can take my, you can take my, you can take my, you can take my. Said he'll take my life. I said go ahead and take it. Tell me how I'm gonna lose it. Christ already said it. He said I'm gonna cock back. I'ma let it fly for that bullseye. I said cool, I got clear sight and my lamps on for that full ride, So go on and take my life. I'ma lay it down where that ground at, on that ground flat. Same place where that crown at. For every soldier that's chained up, has been locked down. Church boy, church girl, youth group that's getting mocked now. Whoa! Christ is still with us, he said he wouldn't leave us, he promised to show. They'll mock us, they'll shoot us, they'll lock us, I promise they won't stop our souls. Death is just sleep for me, we got the victory, cock and reload. Death where your stinger be, we still believe in the rockets, our fortress, he got us for show. We refusing to stand down, cause faith's why we stand up. If faith's in your heart now, everybody get your hands up. Cause he makes my life, he can break my life, he can shake my life. If he want to, he can take my life. You 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 can take my, you can take my, you can take my, you can take my, you can take my life. 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 You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. I had this vision. I was locked up in this Middle Eastern prison. Guards all around me. They strapped up like something serious. On guards, they got guns. Look like I'm losing. They asked me, did I love Jesus? Before they start shooting. Holes all in my body, blood over my body. We all know how this gon' go. I ain't waking up in a Bugatti, in a new Bugatti. If I make it to that place, Jesus, hold me close. Take my fur, Lord, fill me with your Holy Ghost. My brothers over in that Middle East, they dying off in them streets. They running up in their house at night, putting the heat to them while they sleep. And it's all for the cross, cause they boldly proclaim his name. They proclaim his name. They ain't scared of the guns, they ain't scared of the jails or the chains. We ain't scared of the chains. This for Africa, Syria, and Afghanistan. Every soldier that lost their life all the way over to Pakistan. They can close our eyes, but they cannot dim our light. Cause we signed up to die. You can take my, you can take my life. 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 You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my life. 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 You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my. You can take my life.